Good morning to all 9th class students. Today we will discuss about how to visualize 2.874 on number line. It is very important problem for annual examinations. How to do it? This problem can be given in another way, like successive magnification. Successive magnification. So what is meant by successive magnification? The meaning of this and this are same. Visualize 2.874 they can give, or 2.874 you have to do successive magnification, they'll ask. So for this two, the solution is now how you should do it. So it is 2.874 question it is. So by seeing this question, you will understand that this number is in between which two numbers, 2 and 3. 2 point something is there. It is less than 3 and greater than 2. So in this number lies between 2 and 3. In writings, means step 1, what you have to do is 2.874 lies between 2 and 3, you can write it. After writing that, you have to draw this figure. So what you are doing is, you will see normal scale in your geometry box, and there 2 and 3, some long lines will be there like this. Okay. After 2.1, this line indicates 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. Again 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, 3. So 10 gradings we done it. 10 scaling, graduation we done. So here between 2 and 3, this is there 2.874. That too again 2.874 lies between, it is 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8 and 2.9. So here magnifying lens. So already in physics already you know about magnification. Light chapter maybe you will, it is completed. Magnification means it is one lens. So in your textbook they will give like this, and by seeing this what you can do is these two will be enlarged. So 2.874 lies between 2.8 and 2.9. Again what you are doing is this 2.8 we kept here. So this is 2.8 like this. And this is what? 2.9. This is 2.8 and this is 2.9. Between these two, gradings we done. How many? 10. What is this? It is 2.8. This is 2.81. 2.82, 2.83, 2.84, 2.85, 2.86, 2.87, 2.88, 2.89, 2.9. So 10 gradings were done here. Again see the question 2.874. 2.874 lies between 2.87 and 88. This is 2.87. It is 85, 86. It is 87. What is this? 88. So this is in between 2.87 and 88. So we given one magnifying lens here. And this what you done is this grading came to here, and this is went to this side like this. Arrow marks means this line only we represented here 2.87. This line only we represented as 2.88. Now again in between these two how many gradings we should do? Again 10. It is 2.87. This bigger line indicates 2.87. But a smaller line here, very good, 2.871. This is 2.871, 2.872, 2.873. This is 2.874. And again this 2.875, 876, 877, 878, 879, 88. So what we done here is we visualize. Visualize means we showed 2.874. Where you showed a number line. It is one method to represent some fractions or rational numbers or decimals into number line. You represented decimals on number line like this. It is successive magnification. Now, so practice like this problems more. And now we'll go to the next topic, that is rationalization or rationalizing factor. What is meant by rationalization and rationalizing factors? It is very important for your higher classes. What is meant by rationalization is important. So here, rational numbers and irrational numbers, two already know about it. Root 2. What number is this? Means it is a irrational number. Because this, it can't be expressed in the form of p by q. So, rationalizing factor. Rationalizing factor. What is the meaning for this? We'll see it. Rationalizing factor means, so root 2 with which you have to multiply to get a rational number. What you have to get? A rational number you have to get it. See, it is not a rational number. But we can make this root 2 as rational number after multiplying with some more number. This number may be irrational. So, root 2, if I multiply with again root 2, root 2 into root 2 becomes root 2 square, square root cancelled, you got 2. Means what you done? This root 2, we multiplied with again one more root 2, and after multiplication the product became what? 2 as rational number. To make this root 2 as rational number, we multiplied with one more irrational number or not? This irrational number is said to be called rationalizing factors. So here, we will get a doubt that root 2 is there, okay. For this root 2, if you multiply again with one more irrational number, 2 root 2. Root 2 into 2 root 2. If you multiply, you are getting 2 again. Root 2 into root 2 is root 2 square. Square root cancelled. 2 into 2. 4 you got it. What is 4? Again rational number. So, just now I said that rationalizing factor for root 2 is root 2 I said. So, what is rationalizing factor means what I said? Any irrational number, to make into a rational number, you should multiply with one more irrational number. This irrational number is said to be called what I said? Rationalizing factor. So, what we done is, we multiplied with root 2 and we got 2 here. We multiplied with 2 root 2 and we got 4 here. Again, same root 2. If I multiply with 3 root 2, again 3 into 2, again you are getting 6. 6 is again a rational number. So here, 2 is a rational number, 4 is a rational number, 6 is a rational number. So you multiply with root 2 one time, 2 root 2 one time, 3 root 2 one time. These 3 are called rationalizing factors only. But in question what they will ask is simplest RF they will ask. What they will ask? Simplest RF. What is the meaning of simplest RF? This rational number should be very small. 2, 4, 6. Which is small one? 2. So here this root 2 is called simplest RF for root 2. Means how many RFs will be there means we can write more. 3 root 2, 4 root 2, 5 root 2 like this. You can write infinite rationalizing factors. But simplest RF is only one, that is root 2. So this word is very important. Simplest RF. Now, so here some questions will say it here. 5 by root 2 is there here. 5 by root 2. So in examinations they will ask simplify or rationalize the denominator. So questions will be different. rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. What is the meaning of rationalize the denominator? We'll see it here. It is having numerator and denominator. It is a fraction. Means it is a rational number. 5 is in numerator, root 2 is in denominator. In denominator, what you are seeing? You are seeing an irrational number. What he is asking the question? Rationalize the denominator. Its meaning is, in denominator, some irrational number is there. What you have to do? You should rationalize it. Means you have to make the denominator as a rational number. So here, this root 2 means in denominator root 2 is there. Its RF is what here? Root 2 only. Simplest RF. Just now I said it. RF for root 2 is root 2. With root 2 you multiply it. You should divide. What I done is, I took denominator. Its RF is root 2. With that I multiplied and divided. Numerator into numerator. 5 root 2 as it is. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. How you will get 2 means root 2 whole square. Square root cancelled. Means 5 root 2 by 2. What I done is, it is the answer. In answer, in denominator, do you have any irrational number? No. If you are unable to see, I'll write here. 5 root 2 by 2. See here, 5 root 2 by 2. Root 2 square is 2. Square root will be cancelled 2. So, in denominator, you are not seeing an irrational number. What is 2? 2 is a rational number because 2 can be written as 2 by 1. P by Q form. Q is not equal to 0. 2 is a rational number. Means you made a denominator as what? Rational number. What you done is, just with RF you multiplied and you divided. So it is one more problem. Next you will see remaining. Till here we took only one term. Now what happens when you are taking more than one term? That is, so here 3 plus root 3. 3 plus root 3. It is rational number and it is irrational number. 3 plus root 3 becomes only one number, it is irrational number. Because we can't add 3 with root 3. As you know that 3 plus x or x plus 4. Can you add 1x to 1 4? We can't add it. We can't write this answer as 4x for something. We can't add them because they are dissimilar terms. This 3 and root 3 is also same like that. One is rational number, the other is irrational number. We can't add it. We can multiply. 3 into root 3 is 3 root 3. We can multiply it, but we can't add them. So I want what? For this rationalizing factor I want it. What I said, rationalizing factor is nothing but with which you have to multiply to get a rational number, I said. So here 3 plus root 3 is there with which you have to multiply to get a rational number. It is like a plus b. If you multiply with a minus b, you are getting answer as a square minus b square. 3 plus root 3, its RF becomes 3 minus root 3. See, a plus root b, only one term is having a irrational number and one is rational. For all a plus root b terms, like 3 plus root 3, 4 plus root 5, like that. Always RF will be a minus root b. Okay. For 3 plus root 3, the RF is 3 minus root 3. If you multiply, you are getting a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. What is 3 square? Don't say 6. 3 square, a into a. 3 square is what? 3 into 3. How much here? 9. Minus 3. From 9, if you subtract 3, how much you are getting? 6. What is 6? A rational number. Just now I said the definition for rationalizing factor. What is 3 plus root 3? Irrational number. What is 3 minus root 3? One more irrational number. Both what you done, you multiply. Answer what you got, rational number. So, one irrational number, you multiply with other irrational number. After multiplication in product, if you got a rational number, then each RF of 3 minus root 3 is 3 plus root 3. RF of 3 plus root 3 is 3 minus root 3. Like this, we can find out RFs. Okay. Now, one more problem we'll do it. Before going to problems, how to do multiplications also we'll see it. See, multiplications how we have to do it. 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 5. It is one irrational number, it is another irrational number. Okay. Now, A plus B into C plus D. Why I am writing is, this is new for you. But this is already you learned in previous classes. A plus B into C plus D. How you can write this? With this A. Entire C plus D should multiply. With this B. Entire C plus D have to multiply. Now A into C is AC. A into D is AD. B into C is B into C BC. B into D. So now A into C becomes AC, A into D becomes AD, it is BC, it is BD. This multiplication if you know, this multiplication will come for you. Some students will say that we are not understanding this one. First, how to multiply two terms with another two terms. Like in 8th class, x plus 2y into some 2x plus 3y will be there. These problems will come from 6th onwards. If you are familiar of these two multiplication, you will understand this one. Okay. So, before doing this, practice this one. Now we will go for this problem. How to do multiplication, we will see it. So, as I said, first term, here two terms are there. First term is 3. 3 into 2 terms. 2 plus root 5. What is second term here? Root 3 into entire 2 terms. 2 plus root 5. Same, just now I explained, same like that. First term into this entire. Second term into this entire. Okay. Now again, this into, it is like a distributive property. A into B plus C. A into B plus C. What is the formula? A into B plus A into C. Isn't it? Same. This you will get in 5th class. It is distributive property. Same here also. You have to apply same formula. 3 into 2 plus 3 into root 5. Root 3 into 2. Root 3 into root 5. Distributive property I applied for this one and this one. That's it. 3 2s are 6. 3 root 5. 3 root 5 you should write it. Root 3 into 2. 2 root 3. See here you have to know one formula. Root A into root B becomes root of A into B. But you should not say root A plus root B as root of A plus B. Is wrong formula. Plus is there, you can't add like this. Into is there, you can do it. Root 3 into root 5 is root of 3 into 5. Now 6. 3 root 5, 2 root 3, root 50. 3 root 5 and 2 root 3, we can't add. 6 plus 3, you can't add. 3 root 5 is a third, 6 is a rational number, we can't add them. It is another third. It is another third. Okay. So, like these multiplications learn for next class. If any doubts are there, just WhatsApp me.